Hello again, guys. How are you doing? I hope all okay. In today's lecture, I'm going to speak about a very important subject, which is entitled of pragmatics. So, pragmatics, what does it mean? It means the study of invisible meaning. Okay, invisible meaning. It means hidden meaning, which intended by the speaker or the writer. Okay? So, pragmatics is the study of the meaning in context and it deals with implied meaning. Okay? يعني البراغماتكس هو يتعامل دائما ويا implied meaning, invisible meaning, hidden meaning. Okay? يعني how utterances are used. It's about interpreting what speakers mean. Okay? There is always a message to be conveyed from the speaker to the hearer. Okay? From the sender to the receiver. And so, what is our job? Our job is to understand the message. So, pragmatics, in other words, how people make sense of each other linguistically. So, how can we analyze this message? Okay, how come that we can understand that type of meaning? In usual context, when we say something, we want, okay, to deliver a message, and this message should be clear and understood. يعني احنا بسياق الكلام دائما من نقول شيء او نريد نوصل فد مسج معينة، وهاي المسج الرسالة لازم تكون مفهومة وواضحة. So, whatever said by the sender should be understood by the receiver. And by this way, there are factors, okay? Factors that affect our understand, okay? These factors affect our understand or make the message clear or vague. يعني هذن الفاكتورز راح تأثر على مدى فهمنا، اوكي؟ او يا اما راح تجعل هاي المسج، يا اما راح تجعل هذا الكلام واضح او تجعل هذا الكلام ambiguous او vague، اوكي؟ غامض. These factors help us to understand، وهاي دائما هذن العوامل دائما انه تساعدنا حتى نفهم سياق الكلام. So, one of these factors that help us to understand the message is context. عن طريق سياق الكلام أنا أقدر أفهم المسج المطلوبة. Okay? بالإضافة إلى ذلك, there should be a background knowledge between the speaker and the hearer. لأن شنو هو البراغماتكس؟ الفرق بين البراغماتكس والسيمانتكس شنو هو؟ السيمانتكس is the study of meaning in language. Okay? The meaning of words in language. يعني everything is clear. Everything is clear. يعني أنا ما أحتاج فد presupposition knowledge or background knowledge بالsemantics. بينما بالpragmatics the matter differs. ليش؟ لأن pragmatics is the study of words and their meaning in a language with concern to their context. Is the study of what people mean by the language they use. هسا أبسط مثال يعني من بالسيمانتكس، إذا هسا أقول is John there؟ okay it's a question. هذا السؤال يعني أنا المتوقع الإجابة المتوقعة عليه إنه yes no question. Yes he is, no he isn't. هاي بالسيمانتكس. okay بينما بالpragmatics the matter differs here. Is John there Maybe John at his office and you called him at his phone and his friend answered the phone. So now you speak to his friend, is John there? So maybe is John there? It's not a question. Maybe it's a request. Here you want from his friend to give you John to speak with. بالسيمانتكس قلنا يعني معناها it's a question, هو سؤال عادي normal. اوكي بالبراغماتكس هنا تختلف عادة انه من تقول له is John there يعني هاي هنا تريدها كطلب, انه انت تطلب من صديقه من الشخص اللي جاوب عنك قال انه ينطيك جون حتى تحكي وياه. it's a request. يعني مثل اكو عبارة موجودة baby and toddler for sale, يعني معناها هاي العبارة من موجودة, مو معناها يعني babies themselves for sale. No, it means the clothes of the babies and toddlers are for sale. مثل من أسأل صديقي أقول له are you free today, يعني معناها هاي يعني معناها انه انا اريد اجي يم اليوم. هذا بالبراغماتكس. براغماتكس يعني معناها المعنى الضمني. اوكي it studies the invisible meaning. So we have said that for a couple of minutes the factors that help us to understand and analyze this message, the context. So what does it mean? The discourse that surrounds a language unit and helps to determine its interpretation. And of course we have two kinds of context, which the first kind, which is a linguistics context, which is called context. Okay, يعني شيء يتعلق باللغة نفسها. Okay, there is a text which is oral or written. When we examine a text, okay, من نريد نحلل في text معين, we know which meaning is meant. We can understand the meaning from the grammatical structures, patterns. يعني احنا نقدر نعرف المعنى من خلال grammatical structures, من خلال syntax, من خلال patterns مالته. We can know the meaning of a word from its pattern. يعني نقدر نعرف معنى الكلمة من خلال pattern مالتها. This is concerning meaning, but in the field of pragmatics, context is like a magic. Okay, it's like magic. Most of the time we cannot understand anything unless we put it in a suitable context. احنا بالفيلد مات فرع البراغماتكس. اوكي السياق اللغوي هو مثل السحر. يعني بأغلب الأوقات ما نقدر نفهم أي شيء ما لم نضعه في سياق معين. يعني we cannot work without context whatsoever. ما نقدر نشتغل بدون السياق على الإطلاق. Context is related to language, وهو شيء متعلق باللغة. So look at this example. John is my friend. So when I say this sentence, it's a statement. Okay, it's a normal sentence. Okay, John is the subject, is the verb, and okay, this is the elements of this sentence. Okay, so it's a normal sentence syntactically, but pragmatics, the matter differs. So it's correct semantically and syntactically, grammatically, but whenever we come to context, it's vague and unclear. It's vague, غامضة, unclear, غير واضحة. Okay, John, so who is he? Who is he? we don't know unless we say this sentence to someone who has a real relationship with, or a person who knows him well. يعني احنا ما نقدر نقول هاي الجملة unless ما لم انه اكو شخص، يعني the hearer، الشخص اللي يسمع هاي الجملة هو يعرف جون، هو عنده علاقة ويا جون. ما نقدر نقول هاي الجملة إلا الشخص المقابل إنه يعرف جون. He has a background knowledge about him. عنده فت خلفية عن جون. So a word cannot be understood or comprehended unless it puts in a suitable context. يعني الكلمة إنه ما نقدر إحنا لا نفهمها ولا نستوعبها، أو الجملة أو الكلمة unless ما لم توضع بسياق معين. Okay, so sometimes the context is not related to the text. So, how's that? Okay, it's hot in here. It's hot in here. Okay, so, syntactically, grammatically, semantically, okay, there is no problem whatsoever. But when we come to pragmatics, the matter differs. Okay, this is a statement is used for giving information usually. Okay, this is a statement is used for giving information, but this sentence does not give information. Okay, أنا جاي أحكي pragmatics. Pragmatics, it is a polite request which is indirect. If the request is direct, so it would be rude. Okay, so أنا من أقول it's hot in here، يعني الدنيا حارة هنا. This is a request for the teacher or for your friend to open the door or open the window or whatever. يعني جاي يقول له أنا جاي يقول له الدنيا حارة، يعني معناها أنت would you please open the window? Would you please open the door? But this is a very polite request. Okay, so when I say I feel sick, this sentence can be said in two different situations, with two different intentions, okay? So, or with two different interpretations. When it is said to a teacher, it means a request for permission to leave. Okay, أنا جاي أحكي pragmatics. أنا semantically أنا ما لي علاقة بيها. It's clear. syntactically okay, no problem يعني. Okay, adjective وفاعل وفعل ما لي علاقة. But when we come to pragmatics, the matter differs here. This sentence can be said to a teacher. Maybe it means a request for permission to leave. And أنا جاي أقول له I feel sick. Would you please to allow me to leave? Okay. يعني I'm not feeling well. Okay. So when it is said to a doctor, it means something else. Maybe give me a medicine. Okay. أنا من أقولها للدكتور إنه يعني would you please give me a medicine? And maybe there is another interpretation. When this sentence is said to a friend, maybe يعني هسه مثل إجالك صديقك وقال لك are you free tonight? أنت يعني are you free tonight? أنا راح أجاوبه، ما أقول له no ولا أقول له yes، أقول له I feel sick. Okay, so أنا من أقول له I feel sick, this is a message to him that means I'm not going to go with you. أنا ما أقدر أطلع وياك. I feel sick. So, when we acquire the language, we acquire the rules of the language, and we said that, okay? And the container of the language, and this is part of the teacher's culture when he or she understands the student's request. And of course, if the context changes, the meaning is going to be changed. Okay? هسه من أقول I feel headache. Okay? أنا أعاني من الصداع. هاي الجملة يمكن أن تقال ثلاث طرق يعني للأستاذ just like the previous one, I feel sick. Okay. للأستاذ يعني معناها إذن للخروج. الصديق الصديقة عدم الخروج من المنزل. للطبيب يعني I want a medicine. And as Dr. Ala always says, what is meant is not necessarily what is said. And we said that I feel sick. How can the teacher or the doctor understand this is a message that I want to go, or this is a message that I need medicine? Okay, because of his experience in life. Okay, because he acquires the language and the rules of this language. Okay, now we shall start with physical context. Okay, non-linguistics context, which is context. Okay, this is something related to the environment, ذاك to the situation, هذا to the environment. Okay, location and presupposition, which helps us to understand the message not related to the language itself. Okay, يعني هنا الشغلة it's not related to the language itself, rather it is related to a presupposition or environment, location. So physical context is not related to language, but it's related to the culture. Okay, to the culture, it's related to الثقافة, to presupposition. Okay, so the relationship between the speaker and the hearer is not always ideal. Okay, يعني شلون؟ يعني العلاقة بين المتحدث والسامع it's not always يعني perfect. It's not whatever we say can be understood. Okay, يعني مو كل شيء احنا راح نقوله it can be understood مفهوم by our listeners. So there are always variable or factors, and the factors in pragmatics is context. Okay, وحتى نفهم هذا الشيء لازم احنا نعرف شنو هو linguistics context وحكينا عنه ونعرف لازم الفيزيكال context. Okay, هسه من اجي واحكي هذا المثال she is here. Okay, she it's the subject, it's the verb, here it's an adverb. Okay, and now syntactically, semantically, okay, it does have sense, but when we come to pragmatics the matter always differs. This sentence is not clear. Okay, it's vague, it's ambiguous, it's unclear. Okay, why? Because of physical context. Okay, a good grammatical sentence, but it's not clear. The adverb here is vague. ليش? We don't know where is here. ما نعرف احنا شنو يعني هو ما معرف الادverb هنا ما معرف where she is يعني ما I don't know where she is. Okay, where is she? I don't know where she is. It's not clear unless this adverb of place is identified. احنا ما نقدر نفهم هاي الجملة unless ما لم الظرف هنا الظرف المكان انه يتعرف. Okay, نعرف وين. Unless there is presupposition knowledge, a background knowledge between the speaker and the hearer. يعني مثلا لازم فد اكو خلفية او توقع او اي شيء للسامع انه يعرف وين هي بالضبط. يعني انا سألت عن صديقي، وصديقي موجود انا عارفه موجود بالبيت مالتهم، واخوه يعرف وانا اعرف، اثنيننا نعرف انه هو بالغرفة مالته. فقلت له where is he؟ قال لي he is here. هنا معناها he is here إذا سمعها شخص يعني ثالث ما راح يعرفه. يعني هاي هنا الادverb it's not identified الادverb of place. اوكي بينما انا وصديقي انا واخو صديقي اثنين نعرف على انه هو بغرفتي. اذن it is identified for both of us. Okay, because there is a presupposition knowledge, there is a background knowledge between me and him. Okay, so that we know what is meant by here. Okay, so we cannot really know what is meant by here unless there is a reference to the place. And we said that one of these factors that help us to convey a message to analyze the hidden meaning is reference. Okay, so it's the second factor. Okay, اللي هي الأولى هي الcontext والsecond اللي هي reference. Sometimes language structure affects the meaning. Okay, بعض الأحيان التراكيب اللغوية هي تأثر على المعنى. يعني مثلا just like this example, John loves tea more than Mary. Okay, so syntactically and semantically there is no ambiguity. Okay, so it's clear, the sentence is clear. But when we come to pragmatics, the matter differs here. There are two interpretations for this sentence. يا أما both of them love tea but John loves it more than his wife or his girlfriend, I don't know. يا أما هو اثنينهم يحبون الشاي وهو يحب الشاي أكثر من ماري. يا أما really John loves tea more than Mary herself. Okay, إذن هاي الجملة إلها تفسيرين من ناحية pragmatics. So when we come to define reference, okay, it's an act in which a speaker and the writer use linguistics forms to enable a listener or the reader to identify something. Okay, يعني هنا بهاي الحالة السبيكر اوكي والرايتر هنا فد يستخدمون فد فورمز معينة لغوية حتى يمكنون الليسنر والريدر القارئ والسامع to identify حتى يعرف شيء. Okay, there are different types of reference. They enable the listener to understand what is meant, and these types could be place or time. Okay, وطبعا هاي الأشياء اللي تمكنه listener حتى يفهم what is meant يعني شنو يقصد به السبيكر. These types could be هاي الأشياء ربما تكون place or time, and by this way we have to define deixes. It's a direct expressions using words such as this or here as a way of pointing with language. Okay, شنو هي التايم والplace. Okay, spero having both special and temporal qualities. طبعا it's derived مشتقة from من the word space من الكلمة اللي هي المكان, and temporal means time واللي تعني الوقت. Sometimes it's not clear what is the message. بعض الأحيان إنه as we said it's not clear, غير واضحة المسج تكون which is meant التي تقصد. We need antecedent before it. Okay, so we can make connection to know the meaning. Okay, and here deixes may be divided into three parts, which is person deixes, okay, him, them, etc. Spatial deixes, الظروف اللي هي here here with that the temporal dexes واللي هي now then last week etc. So look at this example. You will have to bring it tomorrow because she is not here today. Okay, so we call these dexes اللي هي here وال today etc. Okay, so we can't know each one of them unless it's put in a suitable understandable context. Okay, يعني شنو هي اللي bring it. Okay, which tomorrow you mean, who is she, here the adverb of place should be identified. Okay, today which is يعني منو. فهنا لازم كل وحدة من عندهن تنحط بسياق معين حتى نفهمها. Look at this sentence. When I say John loves Mary, okay, syntactically John is the subject, loves is the verb, okay, present simple, where Mary it's here. Look, again it's a vague. من ناحية ال pragmatics it's a vague sentence. Why? Because this does not tell us who is John and who is Mary. ما قال لنا منو جون يحكي عن ياهو جون. I don't have any presupposition knowledge. I don't have any background knowledge about them whatsoever. Okay, since I don't know them, so it's vague to me. But whenever I have a presupposition knowledge, whenever I have a background knowledge, whenever I know John and Mary, so it's clear to me. So we shall complete later on. Thanks for watching. All the best of good luck for you.